This is Zodiac, and we're gonna start a scout. I recorded this a couple of days ago. This is just me speaking over the video footage, actual gameplay. For the next video, I'm gonna see if I can do the real-time, because I really don't think it's a great way to have all the clicks from my mouse, you know, like this. So I'm gonna try out in the next video. If it's not too bad, then I can do it. But for now, this one's gonna be like this. It's about 25 minutes long, or a little bit longer. The first two dungeon levels. It's not much. I mean, the start of the game is obviously quite easy, so it's not much
The sanctity of this place has been
to comment about the game. A note for Mordor. You heard the scout say that the sanctity of this place has been fouled. That's a bug, I think. First of all, saying something twice and the speech coming that late. Well, we are already like, I don't know, a minute and a half into the level. So yeah. Well, like I said, there's not much to comment on the gameplay, as it's quite easy. I guess the goals for the early game is to well, now I have a level up, so the goals here is to pump dexterity, to maximize my to hit over, you know, longer distances with the bow, so that I can hit, for example, I can't hit that skeleton very efficiently yet, but over time I will. So dexterity is very important in the early game. But of course, items require strength and even vitality, so that's important too. But dexterity is obviously the number one. Magic is required mostly for identify relics and books of, well, healing at the top, and whatever else comes after that. Now this first boss, I'm just gonna tank him at the door. I'm not gonna die, I'm just gonna wear him down, because if I retreat, they're gonna swarm all around me, I should say. And you know, here's the bad boss as well, so it's easier this way. I can afford to drink a potion if I have to. On that note, at the early game, money is very important. So I mean, potions are expensive at this point, so you don't want to buy potions. You use if you have to and when you find them, but you want to sell almost everything. Something like, if you found well, the armor that I'm wearing, you use it and throw it away or let it break down. It's not worth it to carry it with you to town and sell it, because it's not worth much. Here I decided to drink a potion because I anticipated that, I mean, a barrel explosion might kill me. I'm gonna try and play this as with few reloads as possible and save games, because, well, it's a little bit of a cheat if you save and load very often, and I'm used to playing MP multiplayer where you can't save your game in the way that you can on single player. Well, like I said, money is very, very important in the early game, so I'm gonna try, and that's one of my concerns in the early game, trying to acquire as much money as possible. And if the blacksmith, or, well, I'm not gonna visit Wirt, whatever, very often, because I don't think it's a good deal. But if the blacksmith offers me something like a good bow, then I wanna be able to buy it. But like I said, money in the early game is so important, and I'm gonna sell most of these potions that I find, mainly mana potions, full mana potions especially. And there goes another dump into dexterity. I mean, I don't think I have to use very many potions in a long time, I suppose. And by the time I would have to, I will have healing, so just hope it works out. But like I said, early game is not much of a, it's just trying to get levels and acquire gold and maybe something reasonable, reasonable items, I mean. Here I'm just gonna tank the Archer boss, as I can hit him much more often if I'm next to him. Well, he can't kill me, so doesn't matter. Don't want the clicks. I just turn off my microphone for short periods of time every once in a while if I have nothing to say. Another thing with magic, you wanna be able to use those rings and amulets you find. So that's one thing to keep in mind. What's annoying in the early game is the well, I get stunned at every hit. So if you happen to find something with negative damage from enemies, would be great. The blacksmith usually has something like an armor of health with -5 or something like that, but it's really expensive. So I'm just gonna, you know, you're gonna find something eventually, but I'm just gonna try and get myself out of harm's way until that. And you know, like you can see, my armor is almost broken, so armor is almost of no use at this point, unless it's, you know, an armor of health with -5 DFE. So This one was this skeleton boss was a tough one. He can take a ton of beating, and well, so can his minions, and he hits kind of hard. As you can see, I have a little bit of a difficult time with him, but well, that's what the game's about. This is basically what I
can't carry anymore.
refer to as micromanaging, taking those few steps and forcing the enemy to make the well, the enemy AI, artificial intelligence, to they need to wait, so it's not as aggressive as in the later stages of the game or in MP, so I use that to my advantage. Move a little and continue shooting so they don't hit me as often. Now, on retrospect, it's a bit silly that I identified that staff, rainbow staff, as it sells for 100 gold, so it's no win for me, basically.
What ails you, my friend?
But I wasn't sure what it was, so I wanted to see. It's not a big deal, but
Greetings!
and as you can see, items sell for almost nothing, and I'm basically losing money by identifying and selling those amulets, but they might be nice, which I can use, so that's why I took them. And here I'm looking for a bow, but I can't use it yet, so I'm just gonna hope that I find one, and actually later on I will find a better bow, and nothing that much useful to buy from the blue items either, so I'm not buying anything at this time. I have confidence that I can take the rest of the level and the next level with what I have right now. The mana and additional health pots, I'm just gonna stash them. They're gonna be useful later on, and I'm not gonna have to buy them. So I wouldn't even need that one health pot there, but I'm just gonna keep it for if I get a hairy situation, I can use it and won't have to load the game, reload the game. So it's just a precaution mostly. I messed up a little bit with the town portal there. I shouldn't have gone to town yet, but it's fine. I can take the town trip and continue with the second level as I did here, and have the first two levels in one go like I do here. In the future I hope I can make much shorter sort of videos, like one level or so. Maybe hopefully they won't be longer than 10 minutes or 15 at tops at later stages of the game, but we'll see. I don't have a clear idea of that yet. Something we'll see when that time comes. Just about to level up here. I put on some magic and 1 point of vitality for now the health regeneration formula follows every 8 points, so getting to 16 helps with that, so I wanted that 1 point. And in addition, like I said, most items require vitality, even bows, so it's quite useful to have. I mean, almost necessary to have. And magic, because, well, the amulets here require 7, and you're gonna wanna have 10 points for relics of identify, and when you start finding books, it's even better. Magic, book of magic requires, I think it's 20. Not exactly sure. I think it's 20. Well, whatever. Like I said, you need mostly dexterity at the early game, but can't go like 100%. That's too much. I got quite lucky here. I found several of those town porter relics, which are, I think they're 200 gold pieces if you buy them from the witch, and that's very expensive at the start of the game. So, and I already found like, I think 3 or 4, so that helps. Here I have to go back to the doorway because the skeletons are, well, they have a ton of health. I can't tank them, so if I remember correctly, I need to use a health potion here at some point. They hit quite hard, so, and I'm gonna have to micromanage the boss, the tomb skull. As you'll see in a few moments. I can't tank him, he would kill me. Just gonna have to dance around him and shoot. This is kind of the main battle of this first video, if you could say so. Like you can see, I can't stun him. I need a critical hit basically to stun him, so I have to dance around. So it's a bit annoying, but well, the game is sometimes very challenging. The dagger that he dropped is useless to me. I picked up one earlier and I didn't ID it. Of course, I mean, it's not useful, but excuse me, it's not profitable to ID, and it sells for like 10 gold or whatever it was a really small amount. It's not, shouldn't have picked that up, but it's late to say now as I'm not playing in real time. So, but it's okay, because you know I have the inventory space. Later on I'm gonna have to choose more carefully what to pick up and what to just leave on the ground. Like I said, that dagger is worthless to me. I don't need it, and gold is not important. I mean, whatever small amount of gold that I get from selling it. Here I find a reasonable armor, but I can't wear it, so I ditch it. And again, these revived skeletons are quite tough, so I mean the white normal skeletons I can tank, but these are much tougher, so I'm gonna use the doorway. And another level. Can't remember why I chose to put points into strength, but like I said, it's you can't go all dexterity, it's too much, and strength is almost basically the second most important for the scout, as you need it to use bows, and if I remember correctly, the bow that I find later on will need exactly 18 points of strength. I'm not sure, we'll see. Here I'm trying to blind shoot the hiddens, but I missed there. They're over there. Lurkers, not hiddens. Whatever. Normally the full health potion, I would stash it and use it at Doom mode, basically. But we'll see. I mean, I'm just the project here is to try and complete the game and see what happens. But so that means that I'm just gonna use what I have and not try and build a sort of a huge economy of what I have in MP, like so much stuff that, you know, I'm sort of rich in there, but here I'm starting from scratch, so I'm just gonna try and use what I have, but still try to how would I say it, be reasonable. So for example, save my money at this point, at the start of the game. Here's another boss, but the lurkers are reasonably easy to stun, so it's not that much of a big deal as the skeleton boss earlier. And these shadow beasts are even easier. They're quite slow, and they, when you hit them hard enough, I think it's half health or less, and they retreat to replenish their health. So quite easy for a ranged attacker. like this guy. Here I knew that there's gonna be a lot of skeletons, so I wanted to get a big bunch of them and retreat to the doorway you see on the right on the map, as there's those revived skeletons and they're quite tough. And there's the white skeleton boss, Undertaker, and he's another one that I'm gonna have to micromanage again, as you can see in a little while. Well, he's not as tough as the earlier revived boss, but he does hit quite hard and has quite a lot of health, so, but not nearly as tough as the earlier one. And there I got hit twice in a row, so I had to use a health potion, but it's not a big deal, really. I think it was the sarcophagus on the left where my bow drops. Yeah, short bow does quite nice damage, at least compared to the starting bow. So immediately I start almost raping basically everything that I can see. So here I just take the wall and spam arrows. And there's the Shadow Beast boss. Hits me twice, but you know, I can still tank. And nothing useful. Short knife. It's not worth it. Because identifying costs 100 gold pieces, and I'm not gonna use the sword, and it's almost impossible for it to have affixes so that it would be worth selling it for over the 100. So, you know, even though I could just take it and sell it unidentified, but you know, I guess I mean, I could take it and throw it away later, whatever. I mean, I think I'm gonna be able to find enough gold and other more valuable stuff to sell than that, so I don't have to carry it around with me. So this is the last 15 seconds or so of this video, so leave any comments, and the next video I'm gonna try it a different way, but this was the first one, and thank you for watching.